Hello, my name is Dylan Goldstein, and today I'll be showing you how you can build a Lego quicker. Now, building the Lego, the art of it, is a very time-consuming process, especially when Legos are 1, 2, 3,000 pieces. It can take a while. So, here are my 3 steps for building a Lego quicker. Now, you might ask, why do you want to build a Lego quicker? And that's because a lot of times you can get demotivated watching as you slowly go piece by piece in this big Lego, but by building it quicker, you can feel like you're getting more done and really see your creation coming to life. Now, the first step is going to be always to organize your pieces by color. Sort them. So here we have the black pieces, the light gray, the dark gray, and the tan. And by doing this, rather than looking through copious amounts of Legos, you can look through a subsection of Legos to quickly and easily find the Lego you are looking for. Now, for the second step, you're going to read through the manual. Just scan through it real quick. Not read it, but scan through it. And just look through the manual to try and find prefabricated pieces. Things like this engine, which, if you look at the back of the manual, you will see are made. Things that are made from small Legos, but not necessarily, they don't need other steps to complete. You can just make them on their own. And by doing this beforehand, you can really build the Lego way quicker. Now, that is the second step. The third step, which I'm about to show you, is after you scan, sorted the colors, built the prefabricated parts, you start building the actual Lego. So, I'm going piece by piece. And one thing you will always notice is that as you do it, as you build the Lego, you will notice that just as in life, where oftentimes the left and the right side are symmetrical and reflections of each other, same is true in Legos. When I'm building this thing, half of the left half looks exactly the same as the right half. And so, building this and scanning through the manual and knowing this, when I build this piece, I know the other half will look the exact same. Now, in this case, doing so and not having to look through the manual saved me a couple seconds of time. However, later on, it can save you a lot of time. So, even though I'm not going to finish this Lego, because a Lego is still a Lego, I am going to try and get as far as I can and demonstrate to you some more significant examples of this third step. So here I am building my Lego and using a prefabricated piece right there, which made it a lot easier than having to build that prefabricated piece from scratch. And as I'm building this Lego, I get to a step right now where I start mimicking things. Look, I have this piece, I put it on here. And I know, having scanned through it, and also just knowing how Legos work, that you will mimic it on the other side. Now, next step, you add these little kind of blasters on the side of the ship. And I know it's going to be the same. It's going to be symmetrical. I know the same is true for all of them. Here's another piece. I put it in. Here's another piece. I put it on the other side because I know it's going to be symmetrical. Another piece. I know this one goes here, and I know it's going to be symmetrical on the other side. And this technique of copying symmetry is probably the fastest way one can build a Lego. By copying symmetry, you can significantly reduce the amount of time it takes. Because now, I am working at double the speed I would otherwise be working at. So because I'm working so much quicker, I can do Lego in a much shorter amount of time. So now I'm building here. I put these two, copy them. These are, again, things I kind of prefabricated. I saw earlier in the manual that in highlighted in yellow, these will often be boxed in yellow, as is the example here. I saw in yellow that these were little parts you had to make beforehand, so I did. And now it was easy to install. And going at this rate, you could probably finish a large section of this build, which is about 112 Legos, if I believe correctly, in around maybe 10, 15 minutes, I'd say. 15 minutes, I would put it at. This took me about 8 minutes to do, and the Lego itself would probably take me about another 8, 9, 10. So more like 20 minutes, but relatively quickly. And then all these steps, I can skip through them because I've already done those parts when I mimicked the other side. Now, of course, this takes much longer, but you can see how in just a very slow-paced 4 minutes or so, I have already built the majority of this build. And so by following these 3 steps, which are sorting and prefabbing and then mimicking, you can build things much quicker, Legos much quicker.